Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Chemda, I tried to use my veterans card for the first time. Chemda's like, don't be shy. You've earned it. You say, what are my fucking deals? Give it to me, and they'll give it to you. Well, I'll tell you what. I happen to use SiriusXM. I listen to Howard Stern. I saw online I get 25% off being a veteran. Oh, my God, should have heard this conversation.
Oh,
I would have
God.
paid 25% more not to have it.
No.
A veteran?
No.
Well, you have it somewhere, so type in veteran somewhere and see what comes up on your search engine. It's like, so I had to be transferred to two different people. Then the last person, I keep being put on hold because they're talking to their boss. I don't have access to that. That's below my pay grade, ironically. And if you get a new car, you can have service, and I think we can give you a discount there. Well, I'm not going to do that because I use the app A. B, even if I did it, I still didn't get an answer. Maybe you could. What's the maybe reference code?
I am so sorry. And let me tell you very clearly what I'm sorry about. I'm sorry that you had to go through war again. And
war was easy. Worst case, I
know.
die in war. I'm on the phone and I'm like, kill me.
you got to live through this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for your service. And number two, I'm really sorry that I ever give you advice. It is a bad idea to give Keith, excuse me, advice. You always get yelled at somehow. It's always your fault. So please ignore all of the advice I've given you through the how many years we've known each other?
Too
18
many.
way too many.
Too many.
So
They go, but maybe I can give you a discount here. Like we're going on for like 20 minutes easily. Maybe she'll feel bad. Maybe she'll just give me a new rate that I don't know to ask the right question. So she goes, you know what? If I just give you music and talk, I say I only listen to Howard Stern. I give you music and talk, I can save you $3 a month. I go, okay, done.
No.
I go, sounds like everything to me, music and talk.
Oh my God.
And I go, do I get Howard Stern with that? She goes, no. I go,
Oh my
okay.
God. Oh
And then
my
she goes, anything else I can help you with?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I ain't trying to figure out the dumb shit. Like, how's there a God and he makes us do this dumb, stupid
There
shit?
isn't.
The big shit, okay, we have to go to work. But the dumb, stupid shit where you stub your toe and you miss the subway because the subway, driver showed up to work 2 minutes early. How's there a God watching this? And being like, okay, sounds good. Anyway, I'm looking at ratings and reviews here on iTunes for Keith and the Girl. 5 stars over here, says Clint D74, one of the first, still one of the best. Aces 10, thank you. Fowen says, amazing, 5 stars. Love this podcast so much. I got a tattoo of their .com. His tattoo is so cool, by the way. It's so crisp, honestly. It says keithandthegirl.com that you can scan it like a code on your phone. That's insane. Over 3,000 episodes and not slowing down. Never a dull episode. Always entertaining. Well, thank you very much. Today is no exception. Returning guests from the Mary Jo Pehl Show. Mary Jo. Hello, Mary Jo Pehl.
We got Mary Jo from the Mary Jo Pehl Show. Are you listening to this intro? Are you telling me there's more?
I'm about to tank your ratings. So for the person who said never a dull show.
Mary Jo, of course, very self-deprecating. That's what allows her to shit on other people's work, such as Mystery Science Theater 3000.
You saw right
Riff
through
Tracks.
me, Keith.
I'm a piece of shit. Can we begin? And also part of that, the Mary Jo Pehl Show. The great Chris Gersbeck. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Keith. Hey, Hemda. Thanks for having us.
Good
Mary
to see
Jo,
you.
of course, was on before. She was talking about it was a 7-Eleven you worked at as a kid, right? You were held up at gunpoint and still,
Or finger point. I don't know.
Finger point, gunpoint, something
It
through a
was under
shirt.
his shirt. So it's like I was 17. Who knows what it would have. I don't know.
We like to think it's a gun because, the threat was there, right? But, our poll had to do with that story that day. And because you finished your shift, you were 17 years old, got held up at gunpoint or emotional gunpoint, whatever it is.
Right.
Yes, that's a thing, right? We're noticing that. And you still finished your shift and it was the graveyard shift. You had to wait until morning to get home, or at least you thought you did. And it's just amazing what our perception of life is at different times in our life.
Exactly.
I also just say, Mary Jo was interviewed by the AV Club and she told that story. And then in the comments, there was someone who was saying, big deal. I worked at a 7-Eleven. We got held up all the time.
Big deal. In my town, it was normalized.
I get robbed, and I'm like,
I'd forgotten that comment. Like, big deal. Oh, sorry, I brought it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah.
we all got our thing. I was on the phone for 20 minutes easily with SiriusXM for no point. Yeah, we all have our things, of course. Before the show started, we were doing our mic check. And this happens sometimes, and I don't think every guest understands this. Why would you necessarily be set up a certain way to be ready for Keith and the girl? I'm not being sarcastic. I thought, Mary Jo, there was a look in your eyes like, I'm going to kill myself. This mic check is taking too long. Maybe I'm embarrassed, but either way, whatever the reason, I'm mad. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's just her resting face, I think.
Is he a resting face, or were you really like, I'm going to kill myself? A mic check, no. Mary, take 17. Yes.
Okay, test. I think it's hilarious that you vibed me through Zoom because it had nothing to do with this. It's like if you bring up the least little thing technically, my emotional response is like this sandstorm. Like I start blacking out in my head because I'm panicking. Like, right. I don't know what this means. And also my house is in such disarray. I'm at the mercy of my house. So I have to go to my bedroom and sit on my bed to do. So I'm irritated at my house. I think it's so funny that I'm really sorry. It had nothing to do with you.
No, it's a look that we're very familiar with, I think.
No, just
no, and it's
everybody get irritated.
I think everyone starts being like, oh no, I'm the one that's taking and yes. they do that blackout also. You know, Xerxes is doing the mic check behind the scenes and he's like, okay, what kind of laptop do you have? Very frequent question that he has to ask because people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you have a Mac. He goes, okay, so on the top right corner, you have this thing on a Mac. And they're like, no. And he's like, okay.
Oh, Xerxes, I'm so sorry.
I know you do. No, it wasn't you. I'm saying, I promise you, everyone.
But I was trying not to lash out because of my own incompetencies. Like I knew enough not to take it out on y'all. And Xerxes was being so sweet and patient about it. But seriously,
Mary Jo, I saw you reach over and try to knock the books out of his hands. I saw it. You don't tell me that was a vibe. That was real.
I'm sorry. I guess I don't have a poker face. Thank you for walking me through it. And also, like I say, I just don't trust myself with, you know how people say, I'm sorry, I don't mean to commandeer the conversation, but I always get really upset when you ask a question and people assume your level of knowledge, but you ask the basic question and then people start the sentence with just ... Because the minute they say just, I start getting nauseous because it's never just for me. Does that make sense?
If it makes you feel any better, Xerxes and I have now been dating for 3 years. I am not allowed to put the word just and any emotions after that. So like he gets that look when we talk about emotions and I have to be like, hey, come back. You can do this, you know, the same look that people get when we try to talk technology. He's wide awake.
He starts shutting down like,
yeah. And I'm like, it's all
does
right.
Not compute.
What are you running on? And he goes, processor 32. And I'm like, okay. So in the top right of your brain, you have this one emotion. We all have our strengths. I promise you, other people are struggling with the same thing.
Is Xerxes good at the mic check? Or is it frustrating because he's too kind? Like Mary Jo, you have a computer in front of you, right? And are you like, yes,
I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Is he off-putting in any way that we need to have a talk?
No. He seems to vibe that I need to start at step 1, which is, do you have electricity? Right. Yes.
Okay, good.
Are you at a computer? Yes.
I think that could be misunderstood because, you know, he's stepping back in kindness and going, let me speak to you on whatever level, because I know that I would want someone to speak to me that way. And so it's, and people in the chat, B. Jason is saying, I aspire to Xerxes' level of chill. And so I think Keith sometimes read people chill as condescending, like, you can't be this nice. You can't be, right. You must be getting mad at me by now. You must be thinking I'm stupid because you're telling me what to do.
Because we've had good conversations. We've had good conversations with deep words. And now it's like, Is your camera light on?
And
so I don't know if that could be taken. I don't know if that could be taken.
It is a nerve-wracking thing. Having done some backstage mic checks for you guys for the marathon.
Yep.
It's kind of terrifying, like when a celebrity comes on and you have to work with them to get them to sound good. Because I you know, a lot of times I think people are just like, nah, it's fine, whatever.
Right.
But it's like, you know, you guys are just trying
I've done it before. It's a podcast. Like, I hear these podcasts. You don't want to be like that.
No, you're absolutely right. So I really appreciate the time you took, because I am very much a slapdash kind of person. Like, it's fine, you know, just fine. I don't want to impose on anybody. It's fine.
What are they going to do? Hear my breathing? They won't understand I'm a person. Who gives a shit? I hear you. I'm reading a story right now. Not reading it. I don't want to brag, but I finished it. Janet Jackson's hit song, Rhythm Nation, had the power to inexplicably crash Microsoft laptops. The music video from 1989, I don't think it's the video that caused it, probably the music somehow, caused 2005 era laptops to glitch out due to acoustic frequencies in the song. Computers simply near the video also went down.
What?
So don't act like it's fucking user error, some of these files. It's computers, Mary Jo. This isn't on you. A song was shutting down old computers. Who the hell the?
Wait.
How is that?
I don't know.
Okay,
yeah. What's the song again? What's the song again?
Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson. To
break the color line. Oh, I don't want to shut things down. I'm sorry.
We are.
That would be really cool, Hamda, if you could, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we're a part of a rhythm nation, so maybe there was a certain rhythm that turns off a computer.
Oh,
That's brilliant. If I could write a song that makes computers shut down and save our future universe from, what do you call it when the computers take over?
Like when they become self-aware.
The end of the world. Self-aware.
Yeah. Judgment Day.
By the way, Michael Jackson's music just put the computers to sleep. That is weird.
Ooh.
Isn't that something?
No, is that for real?
No.
I'm very
But
gullible.
who knows? The first one's so fucking crazy.
No, right.
No, like I thought like his Jesus juice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right, I got it.
That was the humor. That was the humor. Mariah Carey is trying to trademark Queen of Christmas.
She gets to do that.
Yeah,
I agree. That's valid.
Because of All I Want for Christmas Is You, or anything she wants.
Because why are you gonna fight with Mariah Carey fans? How fucking it is easier to solve racism in this country than to what are you gonna file a grievance with Mariah Carey fans? Oh my God.
Yeah. How would you fight that? Is that a class action?
Don't even say it, Mary Jo. You're in trouble now.
Well, I think it's weird that you can trademark any series of words, like realtor. I think is so weird that you get to trademark. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Ask Mariah. First of all, don't call her Mariah Carey. Okay, it's redundant. Please. Right. We all know who you're talking about. Second, isn't Mariah similar to the good lady Mary that you people worship so much?
Lady, the mother of God.
Isn't that a thing? Maybe
Mary.
She's tapping into something. And also, have you heard All I Want for Christmas Is You? Because if you haven't, you can start arguing. But then someone's going to play that song during your march and you're going to lull yourself home. And you're going to have a nice time. In fact, you don't know why. It might be July. They're going to play that song. You're going to go home and decorate a Christmas tree that you didn't know you had in your attic. Just relax. Let Mariah be Mariah.
You know all that song reminds me of is anytime I go Christmas shopping and my cards decline because it's a fraud alert. I'm like, I don't know. I'm living life today. That's all that song reminds me of.
Where it's like, hey, why are you spending so much? You're usually a cheap fuck.
Check the calendar. I use Groupon and I don't during Christmas. What am I going to fucking tell you?
It actually starts alerting your girlfriend. Does he do this for you, or is he just like on a spree on his own over here?
Yeah, I go, my veteran number is...
Oh, boy.
Carrie's company is called Lotion LLC. Yeah, sure, why not? I bet she lotions up, right? That makes sense.
Lotion?
So how is that not taken already? Lotion LLC?
Yeah.
You think that would have gotten swooped up by like...
Because she got clever. Lotion LLC is a thing. But is Lotion LLC a thing? Because you won't say the LLC.
Right. I'm Lotion LLC.
You're smart. I love you.
I listen to Mariah, so this is how intelligent people think.
I'm Sirius XM LLC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Carey's company, Lotion LLC, last year applied to register the Queen of Christmas name as an exclusive brand. Planning on having, let's see, music, videos, eyewear, mobile phones, alcohol, food, beauty products. You buy them from the Queen of Christmas. What else? You know what? No offense to Mother Mary. I wouldn't buy it from the Mother of Christmas. I want it from the Queen of Christmas.
Well,
that
but
sparkles.
We're a democracy. We are not a monarchy. I think she is really trying to subvert the democratic process by calling herself queen.
Wait until Starbucks gets a hold of this. They thought they were trying to do something with Christmas. No.
Well, if someone was going to be the king of Christmas, who would it be? It'd probably default to Bing Crosby. Oh, Elvis. I was going to say Bing Crosby, but he's notoriously a horrible person. So.
He was a child beater, and Elvis is known as the king.
Yeah.
And then you just throw in Christmas. Case dismissed. That's how I'd handle this. It'd be thought through, this Mariah Carey
Judge
lawsuit,
Keith.
But I'd explain it. So lawyers are going pro bono to fight this, to be like, these trademark laws are ridiculous.
No, they lost.
Call yourself Queen of Christmas.
You're going to be the best lawyer, but you lost. You
Yeah,
lost.
you're not going to try hard. It is pro bono.
And she's gonna wear much better outfits than you. It's gonna be very evident just by her vibe walking in. She's the Queen of Christmas. Also, LOL, all of this shit that like the Queen of Christmas is now a thing, and soon the snowman will come out and go, no, I'm the king. And I don't know what the hell happens on this holiday where everyone spends too much money and then cries all of January. No parties happen on January. I remember doing kids parties. Kids are born every single day, every minute of the year. December. Oh, you couldn't get enough people to do parties. We were working all the time. You don't say no in Christmas. Then come January, these poor fucks, where their parents had sex March, April. Oh boy, do not have sex in spring. I know I cover yourself up or something because your January babies are crying. And maybe Mariah should focus on them too. She does have a fresh air fund, so there it is. I'm telling you, January babies, save some of your Christmas money so that they don't grow up and murder.
They don't even get to go out on their birthday and go to a restaurant. Because as a waiter, if you didn't know to save your nuts for January, February, you were fucked.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's all locales or
I do. Yeah.
Snowy locales?
Steakhouses to whatever. Maybe snowy locales. I don't know about California, but yeah, on the East Coast, yeah.
Every service position person talks about how that's our Christmas. In January, we had to plan time off and plan because no one's calling us in January. You poor January babies. Oh, Xerxes, January 12th. No wonder he doesn't make a big deal of his birthday. Now I forced the issue because I'm a nice person.
He's like, we just had Christmas. How can you afford it?
Ooh, here's a trick. Ignore Christmas. It's stupid. No.
Stupid.
I apologize to the Queen and everybody listening. A lot of people have a lot of fun on Christmas. They don't sound like
we
it in
let
January,
the Mother Mary
but-
thing go. We let the Mother Mary thing go. Easy. I say there should be a Game of Thrones about finding the Queen of Christmas.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
You're just giving these ideas away.
I know, it's what I do. And then when it happens, I go, hey guys, remember that idea? And people are like, Keith, 5 stars. And I'm like, yeah, good. Former NBA star Dennis Rodman said that he has plans to travel to Russia and save Brittney Griner. Fantastic. You would
he just
think
wants to travel. He travels to the goofiest places, North Korea, to hang out with the king over there, watch basketball. Then he stands up and says a speech in English, and they interpret it completely different to people. Still doesn't learn his lesson. He wants to go to Russia. Because, we all want a vacation in Russia. We all want the Russian air on it and that freedom in the middle of war.
I got permission to go to Russia to help that girl, said Rodman.
From
this was
whom?
to NBC News.
From whom does he
From
need
Russian.
permission?
From
Oh,
Russian.
got it. Okay.
Is that all he does now, though? He doesn't have any like endorsement deals or
Like
anything?
his diplomacy skills, he's just running.
Yeah.
You might know me from North Korea and Kim Jong-un. We were pals.
I'm here to help. You're welcome.
When you get, people in general, in groups and mobs, they're bad. But one-on-one, we're just people.
We're just people. We're more alike than we are different.
I'm trying to go this week, he says. I know Vladimir Putin, quote, too well. Nice.
God.
What is that a?
Wait,
Did
is that
he-
what he said? Really?
Yeah, he knows
he
him
just-
too well. It's going to be great.
Was that a brag? Does he consider that?
Right.
It wasn't. See, with grammar, it's not proper to. It's kind of hack if you, uppercase things or put marks next to it. But yes, I would like to know. Did he say too well,
Yeah.
or did he just
Yeah.
say, "I know him too well"?
Is he twisting a mustache or is he
Right.
drinking a beer while he's?
Yeah,
tweeting
or is
this?
it that archaic formality? I know him too well.
Yeah, my next book's gonna have tons of emojis. It's gonna be very, very clear what's happening. You won't even need Cliff's notes.
That would be wild to have a whole book in emojis. That would be crazy.
The best. It was the sad face of times. It was the smile.
No, right. I was just thinking like how you could take a classic and make it.
There's so many emojis now. I think you could do it. Mary Jo, get on it. Your next
Huckleberry Finn might come out weird.
book.
What are your top 8 emojis, Mary Jo? All the crying one?
No. Well, I am a Pisces and I'm very sensitive. So you stung me with your wits, sir.
He
No, hand clapping and the finger
Okay.
and
the finger,
and smile.
thumbs up, and
Can
fuck you.
confirm. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
He took credit also, Dennis Rodman, for aiding in the 2014 release of American Kenneth Bay. I forget about that. who
Did
had
he
been
say his name or
imprisoned-
did he go that guy? Is it Silent Trailers rules for this?
I don't think he said Kenneth Bay. You talked about, an interpreter. I need an interpreter for Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't think he
Wait.
said.
What was the incident in 2014?
He took credit for aiding in the 2014 release of American Kenneth Bay, who had been imprisoned in North Korea for more than 2.5 years. Okay.
Oh, I missed that.
I missed that.
Well, that's why Dennis had to step in. You're welcome.
Right. Is Kenneth Bay black and gay? Because this might be a little different story. We'll see. Did you see that Russia took over a Ukrainian nuclear power plant? So they're in the power plant with their weapons,
Oh God.
shooting out, knowing that you don't have the balls to shoot in because it's your fucking power plant. Oh my God.
Oh God, no, okay. I have to go lay down. Jeez.
Yeah. Shit. Because it would probably be something like, it wouldn't be Chernobyl level if something blew up, but it would be terrible for Ukraine.
I don't know
Russia
why
can
you.
fly back home.
Right. I do not understand the world. I do not understand people.
I don't know why you're worried about this. Dennis Rodman just tweeted. Fucking
Yeah, but-
relax.
But then it's busy.
Everything's
He doesn't know
under
nuclear
control.
shit. He just knows heart to heart and basketball.
You don't know how far a heart can go, Keith.
And while we're here, thank you. While we're here, what's more like? While we're here, can you and power plant? Yes. Okay. Good.
He's a verbal ellipsis.
Yes. Okay. Here's a 6th story. Mary Jo, you ready? Rochester, New York.
Well, I
A
love
white
that book.
male teacher told his class of mostly black students to pick seeds out of cotton and to put on handcuffs during lessons on slavery. It was a 7th grade class.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What?
It is not hard being a teacher. Pay more, pay less. How come nobody's talking about this? This is ridiculous.
What? Okay, so what? What happened? Is
All
there
right, I'll
a
tell
coda
ya.
to this story?
Nah, I just read the headlines. Let's hope for the best. It made me feel bad to be a black person, said one of the students. The teacher was put on leave The president said if someone departs from what they should be doing, they should suffer the consequences. I'll give you more details. But due process has to be allowed first. That's right. Let's hear all sides. I know I'm all ears.
I don't understand. I know I sound really simplistic and like a ninny, but I am so baffled. I spend most of my life so baffled that someone would think this. In this day and age, how do you escape the radar that this is not cool and hasn't been cool? You see what I'm saying?
Everybody wants to be avant-garde. Everybody wants to be like the most dangerous professor,
like cutting
even
edge.
if it's in school. Everybody wants to be cutting edge, exactly.
Like agent provocateur of everything.
Yes.
This is so weird because we were hoping somebody would like take the opposing view so we could learn something. Mary Jo, you don't want to do that?
Nope.
No, all right.
No.
Chris, you in? Maybe this is a lesson that we all need to fucking.
What was the
learn.
lesson he was trying to? That slavery was awful.
It was bad.
Open
It
your
was awful.
mind, Chris.
I don't
Are you playing devil's advocate?
I just love. It reminds me of my mom didn't really understand because she's old school and I think a lot of people at that age were, maybe, I don't know, or the way she grew up. The teacher is the end, like that's the word from the teacher. And when we would come home and say, Mom, I get it, like this is the authority, I usually am respectful, but please, if you would only meet this person, you will not be able to gain any respect for them and recognize that we can't respond to this person like how you're asking us to because they're not doing what they're supposed to do as adults. Of course, we didn't have all those words. We just said like,
right.
But Mom, she's stupid. But I can't, she's dumb. It's like, well, she's a teacher. You don't become a teacher by being dumb. I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Like we didn't have the language or the way to articulate how fucked up some of this.
Not even back to the teacher. These kids had to participate in because you feel like in a classroom, whatever the teacher says, you have to participate in. If there were older people in there, they'd be like, I'm not putting that handcuff on and you can't threaten me with anything that's worth threatening. They don't do that.
Right. But a kid internalizes or knows overtly that there are consequences that the teacher holds the power.
Right. Your permanent record. Where's your mom's permanent record? All kids. Next time they say permanent record, ask to see that adult's permanent record and see if they go into some safe that you don't know about. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing.
When I was at the DMV and they couldn't figure out how to give me ID, I should have been like, bring out my permanent record.
Exactly.
What do you mean they couldn't figure out how to give you ID?
It was all, I can't even. Please. It was all to do.
Okay,
That's why I finally got my VA card, please.
We don't want to go to all wars, Keith. You know what I mean? It's just too much. Ryan V is writing in, damn, what's he going to do when they do the Holocaust? When they get to the Holocaust?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, too.
Well,
when I started...
There's some pajamas, kids.
Right.
But you only make the Jewish kids do it, not the other kids. When I first started reading the story, I read it. It's so nuts. And this would be crazy too, but I kind of read it at first like you made the white kids do it.
That's what I was thinking.
But no, you made the black kids pick the cotton or rather take the seeds out of the cotton. What the fuck? You put them in handcuffs.
Fucking Christ.
I don't have a problem with you teaching our kids about slavery, said a normal human being, and what our ancestors went through and how they had to pick cotton. Our teachers back in the day told us that, but they didn't bring in cotton and make us pick cotton seeds out of the cotton. Yeah, no shit. How about a little rape? I mean, that's just for the smarter kids that can handle it. Just tell us what happened. How about that?
This is what I'm asking. Like, who thinks that through, and who like is at home on Saturday working on their lesson plan and saying to their spouse, I have the greatest idea for a lesson plan on Monday. What do you?
You know what? At best, a person who misunderstands lessons. That's at best. Like we heard about these experiments where the kids come in or even adults come in and they say there have been findings. Everybody with brown eyes is really good at math and everybody with blue eyes is actually kind of dumb and should be playing with Legos their whole life, blah, blah, blah. Then they take a test and the brown eyed people do good and then they reverse it. Oh, turns out whatever. At best, this person thinks he's running an experiment that will help lift some sort of higher, understanding. But that even the best is so stupid because you're teaching things you know nothing about, and that's clear. And that's why we should take your license away, because you don't get what you're teaching.
Like you
And
probably
the lack of
didn't.
empathy as well. Like,
Of course.
yeah.
And did you even tell your wife, or did you think like I'm just gonna do that? Was it a lazy day and you happened to find cotton at the flea market or something?
I know.
Like to do this? I would know it's a thing. So I don't even. Maybe I'm making up a person now. But if this idea even entered my brain, it'd be like, but it's a touchy subject. Hey, Hemda, any thoughts? Kyle, any thoughts? Adam, Craig, any fucking thoughts? No, you just did it.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I always try to walk through how stuff like this came to fruition. Where did it start? And why didn't he run it by Hemda or whoever? Like whoever in his life. Like, this is a touchy subject. Like
We had the principal come into different classrooms randomly, just audit and see what the teacher's doing. Is he like, I know I'm not going to be audited today? Or I'd be pleased if I was.
Right.
Well, the black kids are doing it, not the
You're
white kids.
welcome.
They didn't have to. Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm teacher of the year now.
What
Yes,
state
this is
was
so
this?
innovative.
What state was this in?
It's
New
New
York.
York.
That's what's
It's
weird.
Rochester, New York. Now it's country, but it's
God.
New York State.
Wait, can we? Okay, first of all, that's New York State, not New York City. That's one. However, Rochester is a word that I've heard from upstate, and I kind of feel like the Rochesters, the Westchesters. I don't know.
I don't even like a guy named Chester.
The Chesters?
I hate Cheetos because of the mascot. It's a lot. This mother says the teacher let white children refuse to take part in the cotton picking, so they could if they want to. So I guess it was. I guess. That's
Would
what
they
we call
hand
cotton
them
picking.
the whips or something?
But
Right.
but while not letting children of color opt out.
Oh,
So that means you can opt out being white, and they're 7-year-olds, right, or 7th grade. Seventh grade, they're yelling shit.
well, and therein is the lesson that the white kids get to opt out.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the fundamental lesson
Yes.
that was unintended. Fuck.
A black kid said right away at the time, "Oh, I'm not going to do that." The teacher said, "Do it. It's for a good grade." Is he really
Ooh.
working on a project? He's like, "It's going to sound good. The Johnson experiment."
No, I take
Gonna sound good.
my at best back. There is no at best. You are saying the N word at home, and you are
Yeah.
trying to needle kids, and you have this anger. I'm sorry, this is not coming from a good place. If it was coming from a good place, you would let the kids ask questions and say, "Why am I doing this?" And maybe I don't want
That's a
to.
really good point.
On another occasion, the
Anytime
teacher...
you can't opt out, that's when the question is.
Right. On another occasion, the teacher brought in handcuffs and shackles.
Where'd he get this from?
The daughter said, "No, I'm not putting those on." The teacher threatened to send her to the principal's office or the school counselor. Exactly what Mary Jo was saying. Yeah, you're scared of consequences. I would be. I mean, at 7th grade,
I cannot even.
Yeah, as a 17-year-old, you were scared to leave work because you got held up.
Right.
What are you going to do when your teacher's telling you this?
Right.
Picture
The same
you go
thing, your
home,
boss, your teacher.
You're a kid. You're part of the story. You tell your parents, and what if you have like devil's advocate parents? I have devil's advocate friends that disgust me. Like, well, is it so terrible to learn how to take seeds out of cotton? Like, God damn it, Dad, you weren't there. Fuck.
Is it so terrible?
It's so terrible to know what your great grandparents.
No, and in my era, and my parents were very much, what did you do to incur the wrath of the teacher? What was your responsibility in this?
Right.
This isn't new. What did you wear? What did you say to him to be so mad? Like it's not really new, and it's not only coming from who you think it's coming from. Like, it's not that one of your parents was sexist because it would benefit them. It's both of your parents agreed to rear you this way. They are both in that mindset. It doesn't matter that your mom is the same sex as you. She agrees with this hierarchy. So it almost doesn't count.
Ay.
Well, here's a different topic.
Mary Jo, you want to go back to mic check? Does that feel better?
This is a really hard day for me, you guys.
Wah, here's some shackles. Let's pretend.
Mary Jo and Chris, big football fans, right? That's fair to say. All right.
Yeah.
So the other day, we were talking about the Deshaun Watson, the new, what is he? The Cleveland Browns, the new quarterback. And but during the off season,
Oh, right.
he was sexually assaulting / raping about 30 women. But they have like, I don't know what it is, 150 million guaranteed for this guy. It's insane. That's probably not even close by now. So this guy has so much money offered that you still want to keep him playing. So they said from now on, you don't get to be raping these masseuses. You can only use NFL approved masseuses. So that's a big lesson. Okay, right there. Then they say, and on top of it, we're going to take you to an arbitrator who's going to decide your fate.
Did they discuss this with the NFL masseuses first? They just threw them under the bus. Like,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Got to rub down this
No,
guy.
they get a memo. They get a memo after the fact. Dear NFL. So
Well, what are you're a masseuse? Yes, but I specialize in people who get accused of sexual misconduct.
Right.
That's my specialty as a masseuse.
You got to be a
Or are
masseuse
they-
and a lawyer.
Yeah.
are they masseurs? So are they just going to sending them to male massage?
Maybe, but I also don't want to be the masseur.
No, I'm
No.
not holding you to that at all.
Thank you.
Keith.
Thank you.
I'm just
Okay.
again, I want to understand.
Of course.
I want to unfold this shit.
So first he gets this arbitrator gives him 6 games. I know a couple times when we talked about this, I said 6 months. 6 games he's gonna miss. Yeah, the NFL can't think as far as 6 months. Of course, that'd be ridiculous. 6 games, and then the NFL said, "Well, we're looking like assholes now, so we got to give you more of a punishment." I don't know how they fucking work this out with everybody, but now it's 11 games.
Wait, but he still gets paid?
Yes, but there's a $5 million fine.
But how much does he make a year?
600 billion.
Yeah, right.
It's
And
all
when
arbitrary.
when he sits out, he still gets paid aside from that 5 million, but also
Yes.
he doesn't get bashed into and injured. is what
Right,
I'm-
he keeps his
Wow,
brain
right,
and his
right.
money.
So for $5 million, I get to still be in the NFL, not get smashed into, continue with whatever endorsement ideas or deals I already have, and get new massage therapists, the ones that can handle my
Jesus
bullshit.
Christ.
So what is that? What do you call an audition for regular people?
A job interview?
Yeah, what is the job interview?
I used to call them auditions. They're just job interviews.
Right, for normal people, for people who
Right.
think clearly about their future. What is
Right,
it called? Interview. Okay.
And what do you call it? A bank?
So the interview is like, hey, have you ever dealt with anybody stepping over the line? Do you know jujitsu? Do you have a psychology degree? Like, what can you say? You've been assigned this person because you have the privilege of working for the NFL.
Unfucking-believable.
I'm
But at
blowing
least-
Mary Jo's mind today. Boom!
No, but at least all the victims surely got compensated, right?
Yeah.
Right.
My vagina feels good about it, personally.
Well, it seems, I think I read that everyone but one settled. And I understand the point of settling. It's a shame when you're not involved. You're like, please don't settle. But I get it, of course. You know. Take
So
what
was he
you can get.
exclusively?
But one
visiting-
person hasn't. Sorry, Chris. One person hasn't done it yet. I wonder if they're waiting to because it's weird that the other day we were saying how Deshaun apologized and that he's sorry for all the women that were hurt. Did he do it? No. He's just
Right,
sorry.
exactly.
Nobody
And-
likes to see people hurt.
I'm sorry if you misinterpreted my assaulting you.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay. So they are getting something. They're getting compensated in
Yes.
some way.
Yeah,
Okay.
which sounds guilty to me, but okay.
What do I know?
What were you going to say, Chris?
As someone who used to live in Astoria, Queens, there's no shortage of sketchy massage places you can go to if that's what you're
Right.
looking for. So why was he
Right.
exclusively visiting, obviously, masseuses that didn't do that?
Well, this is why we have to stop looking into it so much.
Yeah.
It's not that he's so desperate for sex that he has to rape people. That's not rape. It's that he can afford any kind of sex he wants, literally any kind of sex around the world and with all kinds of different kinks and outfits and dungeons and in the sky, in the air, while you're flying, whatever. He can afford that. That is not what he's doing.
Right.
$230 million 5-year contract with the Cleveland Browns, including $45 million signing bonus.
Jesus,
But who's
then
gonna
it gives-
fuck him?
And then it gives me the ellipsis. I'd have to click on more things.
Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay.
He added he apologized to all women, so anybody that was affected, he's sorry. When asked to clarify what the fuck that meant, he said he was...
A blanket
this is
apology.
ESPN
Yeah,
is getting
right.
dirty. When asked to clarify whether his past apologies were specifically to the women who made allegations against him, he just means all women. Brown's co-owner, Dee Haslam, when asked about Watson's comments about his innocence, said, "We respect his opinion. We respect his opinion he didn't sexually assault 30 women. That's his opinion.
Are you trying to give me an aneurysm right now?
I do think in counseling, Deshaun will learn a lot more about himself. That he did assault women, he doesn't know. Sometimes
Or that he can
sometimes we
do
all
whatever-
hide things from ourselves.
Whatever he wants. And
Yes. Yeah.
But also that we should be given relief that he will learn to be a better person. And that's what his plans are, even though most people, when they set goals, they don't get it. But we assume that he will, since he's an NFL player, he meets his goals. So if that's his goals, we should already feel relieved that this will happen because he's that good a person. Most
Right.
people don't make it through that and never change, but him, rest assured, don't you worry about it. Who's guaranteeing this? Who is putting their name on the bottom of that statement?
boy, and they really get the optics and the theatrics of what people are willing to move on from. Like, okay, I guess that's
Right.
oh, woo, okay, good. Next.
Right. We also have to, right? Like if you are a football fan, we have to. So, all right, I guess you figured it out.
Yeah, right.
Disgusting, but you figured it out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we all learned from you. Thank you, Deshaun. I'm a better football fan. Here we go.
This is the Browns co-owner, D, still talking. Counseling takes time. So does raping 30 women.
Yeah, I know. Keith, I was just thinking that, like, oh, does it really? I mean, the condescension, no shit.
Every massage is a lesson.
I
Or-
saw on
Or
Instagram this.
saying no to not assaulting someone, raping someone. That doesn't take much time. Sorry, Chris.
No, I saw a kid, a picture on Instagram of a kid next to his dad holding a sign that said "Free Watson," and I forgot about this entire story, and now I'm just like even more horrified by that.
I'm sorry, free who?
With this
Watson,
guy, Deshaun Watson.
the guy.
Okay.
The little kid's holding a sign
Oh,
for you.
jeez. Oh,
Chris, you're going to kill Mary Jo.
Counseling takes time. You do not just go to counseling session, wake up, and understand the impact it has. Yeah, we gave him more than a day, though. Yeah, so I think it is a layering effect. Is that what you think? And it takes weeks, months, and a long time to get. He's like, weeks,
he's
months,
giving us
the
a
season's
lesson
gonna be
on-
over. Yeah.
oh my God. Enough with the lessons.
How long do you think it's going to take the victims to get better? You think
Right.
that takes time too?
Right.
Takes a long time to get to where you understand so much more about yourself that you do rape women. I think Deshaun has made progress from the time he came here to now. He is making progress. What? How?
this
Who
guy
had
is
the time
just-
to make progress?
He's just justifying the okay.
That it's on that he's on his team. Yeah, he's
Right.
making progress, but it's not going to happen overnight. He says again. He is 26 years old. He's just getting into counseling. It's going to take some time.
Well, and let's face it, men need to put their penises somewhere, and that's the whole responsibility of the whole culture.
Why
So
else would I keep my vagina warm? I don't get it.
it's on all y'all. Men need to put their penis somewhere.
I think in those blue tents, I think these players fake getting hurt. They fuck in the blue tent. They come out. They can calm their aggressions. Browns co-owner Jimmy Haslam said that he believes in second chances. Oh, are these idiots brothers? Good. I think in this country and hopefully in the world, people deserve second chances.
Oh my God.
How about a 34th chance, people? We all make mistakes. I really think that, he said. Is he supposed to never play again? Is he never supposed to be part of society? Yes! To
Yeah, how
all
about-
these, yes!
Yes. How about that? How about that?
It's okay. Look, okay. Yes, it's possible for people to get better, but we don't have to talk about that yet. If it takes time, then come back to us when he's done some time. Because so far, no time has been done. You want like, hey, he's done his time. There is no he's done his time. You didn't send him to jail. You hardly sent him on timeout. And now you want us to recognize all of the work that he didn't do yet. You started this with "this takes time," and then you're ending it with "look how good he's doing." But anyone who knows recovery knows it does take time, and you will not vouch for that person unless they go through some hard shit, which is what it takes to actually be that better person. So what is it? It takes time, or poof, look how good he's doing.
Wow, right.
I also
And
wonder,
if I
like,
may
where does the
piggyback off what Hamda said, so now he's just laying the groundwork because of the way the national psyche works. He's laying the groundwork for all this information, and then it starts being conflated with a positive idea of him after all. I mean, I know I'm stating basically
that he came through this. No, you're right. It's turning him into a victim for long enough to say that he has come through on the other side better. So
right, but you're already, like you're saying, you're stating that. So now people have a way of parroting that. So it makes it sound like it's fact and it's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And where does the $5 million fine go to? Does it just go to the NFL, or does it go
right.
to like
the struggling NFL?
Yeah. Right. We don't have to pay you this for a minute. Oh shit. Everyone's just rewarding each other. And we don't know that he's not getting the $5 million back on
exactly. Amazing.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? You go to the game.
$5 million worth of hot dogs.
$5 million comes from a blimp and just rains on everybody that showed up to that Browns game.
Oh, that's not chaos. Okay. And and why don't you do it at like whatever the 9th inning is for football, so that people could be nice and drunk and angry.
Rod Morrow points out that's about a game for every 3 women. That's your punishment.
Jeez.
It's really only half a game. You only play one side at a time, you know. Oh well. You try to watch Sweet Things. I'm sitting there watching the Rehearsal, which at first blew my mind, but I just got to the end of it, the finale. Anybody else watching this?
No.
I've only seen the first one, and I'm a huge Nathan Fielder fan, and I was skeptical of the kind of Twitter outrage at first.
Oh, what was the Twitter outrage?
I think people just kind of accusing him of like exploiting people and kind of making fun of them on the show. And I watched it and I thought it was really funny. But
that's rich and a half. That is rich. With all the reality shows, that's rich. He's the most gentle gotcha motherfucker. I mean, he gives you outs like there's no tomorrow. He's like, did you want to say that? Because I'm going to write that down and we have 50 cameras on you. Oh, yeah. That's what I would say.
It's anti-Semitic what you just said. Oh, yeah. Me and my brother talk like that, though, so it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to hell because I'm a Jew and Jesus Christ is the true savior. Am I getting this right? Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I don't see how that's different than any other reality show that on top of all of that throws booze in the game and like over, like.
Or even like a show like Hoarders or something like.
I have to tune in.
But they've totally just taken advantage of people with mental illnesses. So like, there's not any I haven't seen any Hoarders outrage in a while.
Right. So but, I won't give the finale away, I guess, if you haven't seen it. But as soon as I turned it on, I was waiting for him to, come through my window and kick me in the dick. I don't know what this guy's up to. But finishing it, I don't know what's real and what's not, and I don't like not knowing that.
Oh, I'm so curious. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I don't
want to. Kid real? Is that kid that's fucked up real? And what's his point? Because no shit, kids are gonna get fucked with in their head. No shit.
I gotta finish it. I've only seen the first one.
I say let's give people a little minute to catch up. Maybe we'll do it in the next episode or something.
All right. Now here's why we're here. This is the secret. This is behind the scenes. This is how this whole thing works. Okay. What we do is we show you Mary Jo Pehl again. We show you Chris Gersbeck again, and you go, you know what? I like their reactions to things. I like the points they brought up. That was a fun discussion talking about the most horrific shit going on in the world. How may I know more? And then comes the pitch, okay? Mary Jo Pehl is celebrating her 1-year anniversary with the Mary Jo Pehl Show. Mary Jo Pehl has not fired Mary Jo Pehl. She is pleased with Mary Jo Pehl's work, and we already made it to a year with Mary Jo Pehl. Congratulations.
Can you believe it? And I gotta go to Chris Gersbeck, who got me going in this crazy business. And I couldn't have. I'd like to thank the little people like Chris. No, I mean, no, he's the one. He's the mastermind. He's so funny. It's fun to jam with him.
I'll take some stuff away from you for a second, Mary Jo. Also, we've worked with Chris before, and it is Xerxes level calm. It's just hey, this is what's coming up next. What you got going? Jokes are taken like jokes, and everything is
thank
lovely.
you.
And Mary Jo, you're cool too.
Well, thank you.
And you're the star. You guys have a great thing.
I will say, Chris, could you excuse us for a few minutes? I think Chris is really trying to take over the show. Like, he's giving himself credit for everything on the show all the time. It's like getting weird. Like I think I'm being like.
I suggested we change the name to the Mary Jo and Chris show, but
featuring Chris.
Aside from that, I don't know what you're talking
It's the Chris and Mary Jo show featuring Chris.
Chris, you got to go easy. You got to go like Mary Jo and the guy, and then like maybe 20 years later you appeal. Like a jail sentence. Yeah. You're 1 year in. You don't get the name and the title.
Yeah. It's like frogs in boiling water, just a little bit, an increment at a time.
No, keep an eye on him. When you fill out the credits for our show so that I know what to bring up, you want to know what he put down? He's the host and the producer and the writer of the Mary Jo Pehl show.
Did I tell you? Wow.
But what is
I suppose he's down for costumes, script supervisor,
and newsletter. He writes the newsletter.
Yeah, newsletters in there.
He bought your headphones, I see, because they're the same color as him. I guess that's a credit now.
Gersbeck, yeah.
So here's what you do.
I think you should put that as a credit.
Yeah. Remote lighting and hair by Chris Gersbeck.
I had her move to a different room one time. I'm what do you call it? Those scouts.
Seriously,
scout.
I think that should every little thing.
Yeah.
You go to twitch.tv. You know that. Twitch.tv. You subscribe to the Mary Jo Pehl show, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Am I saying this wrong?
No, you got it right.
Okay.
And we do new episodes every fourth Tuesday at 8 p.m. on there. And then we do other random stuff on Tuesdays.
I'm free every fourth Tuesday. This is perfect. That's how my schedule happens to work. I will not do shit on every fourth Tuesday. Except see the Mary Jo Pehl show.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in a car accident. I love you, honey, but I don't do shit on every fourth
Tuesday.
I'm in a car.
I like your little scenario.
Thank you both so much for your time. It's always so much fun.
I adore you guys. It's so fun with y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Also, I'm kicking Keith out this Friday. He's going to now get this, okay? He's going to Fire Island, and he's telling me this. And I don't know if do you have a hand holder? You're going by yourself, Keith?
Supposedly, I'm getting hand-holding instructions from.
Instructions. Okay. Are you going to use your veteran card? Okay. Okay. Now, Keith still is a little turned around with directions. Fair enough. Okay. But now he's going to Fire Island by boat and by bus and transfers and things like that, right?
Sounds like planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what it sounds like.
I heard that someone who's invited you over there said, it's very easy. I will give you instructions.
Yeah.
I watch out for that guy. I think he will be murdered by the end of this. Do not tell Keith that something is easy and that he should be able to do it, or he's not an adult, because you will get it and that will be the vacation. Keith, how confident are you that you will get to your destination at the time that you're supposed to?
I've done clown parties, kids parties at Fire Island, so I have been there before.
How did you get there?
Without you. I don't know.
Wait, don't they have a jitney or something?
From my house,
that's fine.
maybe.
Start the questions. Go ahead.
Find a jitney, okay? Jitney. This is going to be weird. This seems deep in Long Island, but a jitney.
Here's the issue. I'm so sorry.
All right, we're looking for an Astoria jitney right after. Apparently, I get a hand job. Chris, info@keithandthegirl.com. What the fuck are these Astoria jerk-off boots?
Keith has all these notes just scattered around that he can't even begin to unpack because he's confused himself so much with all the notes, trying to keep himself organized.
It's not easy.
Well, he's taking this trip after we record the show on Wednesday. So the Friday live on YouTube, it won't be an episode, but I'll be there live on YouTube on my own, of course, with Xerxes' help. And I will be opening my mother's box.
Nice.
Thank you. My mother and I have not spoken in almost a decade, and she sends me boxes. And I will open them live for the first time. Now, this one I got 2 months ago, and I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, what if it was a puppy?
We know how she thinks.
I like the past tense. What if it was?
Yeah.
Now.
Wait, back me up a little bit. So, do you communicate after the receipt of these?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, because you can't drop a love bomb and go like, huh? And I'm like, no, nope. I can buy this in the local Astoria store here.
I don't want to put you on a spot or anything, but
Please.
will you be my friend? You're so smart and you're so funny and you're so.
I thought we were friends. Now I'm gonna cry.
Well, no, I don't take anything for granted.
We were friendly.
I assume nobody wants anything to do with me ever. So that's
right. That's why I booked you.
operating base.
Yeah. Can you please leave? Wow.
Goodbye, Mary Jo.
No, this is how I think you make friends. You like that.
But Hemda's implying that I'm gonna die. There's still a Wednesday show first. All right, let's focus on that. We'll also talk about Hemda's Atlantic City trip.
Keith, I don't want to tell you how to run your show, but could you live tweet your trip to Fire Island, please?
Yes.
Pictures also. Pictures, please. Yes.
Hey guys, I'm on step 1. What?
Find a jitney.
I'm looking for a jitney, guys, to an island.
A gypsy jitney.
Well, here's what you can do, because like Keith said, we still have another episode to record. All advice could be on the forums or info@keithandthegirl.com. Help Keith get to Fire Island and watch him yell at you. That's going to be so much fun on Wednesday.
Excellent.
And then we're going to say goodbye to Keith because he might die or kill whoever he's going to see on Fire Island for giving him bad directions. So there's going to be a murder either way. So tune in on Friday while I open my mom's box. And then Monday, if Keith is still alive, we will be. I mean, what I'm saying is subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. Don't miss any of these shenanigans. We'll have pictures and the whole thing.
Because you know what? He might get totally lost and like start a new life at another night.
Does that all the time. We have to like get him back. Like he's on hypnosis or something.
He's got families all over the New York area because he just starts a new life wherever he's lost.
He's like a pilot without all the flying. It's very strange.
Exactly.
It's obviously already recorded, but that movie on Netflix, Fire Island, I'm going to get so lost I'm going to be in it. That's how lost I get.
I think you're trying to go to Fire Island, but you're gonna go to the Fire Festival. It's so weird.
Like,
how did you do that, Keith?
It's a piece of bread and American cheese for $800. Guys.
And also, like Keith said, I had some fun in Atlantic City with Xerxes. We found human shit. We found a roach. Then totally unrelated, we ate some stuff. We went to the beach. It was amazing. I can't wait to tell you about it.
But not those Vegas prices.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Monkeypox, yeah. But not those Vegas prices.
I'll tell you, I literally saw someone slow dance with caution tape by the water on the beach. It was so sincere and disturbing, but
that sounds poetic.
Like set up wrapped around it themselves, or like space, like don't get in
like holding it like it's a person, you know, like one hand here, softly caressing it on his cheek and just dancing around to music in his head.
Oh yeah, that's monkeypox for sure.
While the waves are, I mean, it was a romantic atmosphere. You can't help yourself.
Sexual, but not sexual. I think I get what they're saying. You know what I mean?
So subscribe to YouTube. Don't miss any of these stories and my mother's unboxing.
Chris, what's the best way for people to find you online? What would you like them to know?
Everything I do is on dumb-industries.com, my production company, and on Twitter and everything is at Dumb Industries.
Very good.
I picked a great name for my company.
And Mary Jo, your thoughts on Dumb Industries representing you?
It's weird to write checks at the end of the month, but
I can see past the dumb and just, you know, enjoy Chris for his limited capabilities and feel like
Mary Jo named her book Dumb Dumb Dumb.
Yes.
By complete coincidence.
And that's why she only calls you industry. Dumb is her word. See what trademarking does? Full circle, Mary Jo.
There you go. Yes.
We're friends now.
Thank you, besties.
Na,
Forever.
na, 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 na. That's it.
That was so
Thanks,
much
guys.
fun.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you
still
so
live,
much.
but you can tell the folks any final thoughts that you want to tell them, like, who you like better. Just like 1 to 4, where you rank.
Well, me and Mary
everybody.
Jo were already friends, and it's nice to see Mary Jo and Kendra are now friends.
KeithAndTheGirl.com.